That's fine. Right. Brankrug, March 7th, 1936. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire. 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brankrug are treacherous. Now we can zoom in a bit more than I thought we would be able to. And we can zoom out this far. We can drag the game window around a bit. There's fog there. The cold comes first, thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. What do I have left to work with? Anything that matches the aspects below can go into this slot. Fish, starfish, or brain things. A drowned book. The one possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important to me. It's readable. It's soaked. In peril of dissolution, intervene quickly but not hastily. Down here we have the memory of the storm and health half drowned, which is going down in real time. Now we salvage. No, can't get my memory straight. Okay, so it's about the book. Oops. There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brankrug. Right. You're not dead. And Brankrug is where I wanted to be, but it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm? Recollect? We're fatigued. Chore, fat, shapped. Eloquence and understanding. The door opens both ways. Okay. I'm soaked, I'm freezing, but as far as I can tell, I'm still alive. You still have some health. Don't lose it, you need it if you want to be alive. What else do you have? Okay. Chore. Else is me. Okay. If I do this, that doesn't work. The human soul has 9 parts. Eloquence and understanding rise from that part of the soul we call shapt. Is my shapt strong? If you recover this, the other 2 will be lost. Let's recover this. The human soul has 9 parts. Enthusiasm and exuberance. The soul that dreams. Oh, we are a dreamer. We are. Oops, I clicked too early. Crap. Now this is basically character creation. And we are maybe trying to get our soul back together. Metal. Self-discipline. Go, go, go. Perhaps here I can atone for all I've done. But what was that exactly? First things first. I remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary if I can get there. Christian. An old friend's address. Oh. Okay. The interface is a bit wonky. Can't really read the words behind the cards, which is fine. Wisdoms? Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, though they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Oh, I cannot use the mouse to traverse this. Okay. Now we can explore all this at some point. Go back to the world. Shelter. Brancrook village and shelter lies nearby. If I can only muster my remaining strength to find help. Yeah, it's not. No. Metal. What can I do? Did I dream? Oh, time's running out. I might need to restart because I wasn't really aware of the timer there. Fisherman's assistant. Now we asked the fisherman for directions. Oh, we're freezing. 5 minutes. I really need to find shelter. Okay. The fishermen of Brancrook Village beach their boats here each night. No. He can guide me up the cliff if he trusts me. Consider talk to him. Arr! The gentleman, no doubt, wishes you to understand that he would like to get out of the rain now, please and thank you. It would be nice if they had mouse overs, right? He doesn't really trust me though. No, an old friend's name. I can't glean anything from the book until I've dried out. Okay, let's consider the memory. No. Consider the address again. No. Oh, they have matching symbols, but they don't work. Oh, they don't have matching symbols. Okay. I'm not sure what these do. Ah, I can pause the game here. I see. Brancrook Village. Guidance. Open. Ah, that's how it works. This quiet Cornish fishing village has lain long in the Isle's shadow. It might be as old as Hush House itself. And like Hush House, Brancrook Village has provided sanctuary over the years for its share of misfits and exiles. The old rectory, the post office, Sweet Bones. Coffins and cradles, okay. No. Consider. No. Smoky room, that's the smithy. A sea of hostile faces. The postmistress may have something for me once I know what to ask for. After the restoration of 1930, the new king's agents came looking for his enemies in these parts, and they weren't gentle about it. Since those days, the locals are suspicious of foreigners. No one in the Sweetbones will talk to me. Denzel Smith has more work than he needs, and he rarely opens his door to strangers. You need an introduction or a mutual acquaintance marked with Edge, Forge, or Grail. Someone in a similar trade, or someone who can appeal to his secret passion for saffron cake. A very specific part. Piece of information. Okay. Reverend Timothy is a hospitable soul, but Terence, his housekeeper, guards her employer fiercely. She doesn't want his innocent theological enthusiasms getting him in trouble. Yeah, I always need to pause when I read, right? That's a bit odd. You need an introduction, a mutual acquaintance, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so you need to pause the game so your health doesn't deteriorate, but you can pause it to read, so that's a bit weird, I think. Right, now if we consider... No. Okay. Yeah, the interface is not working as well as it was in the Cultist sim. I'm currently a bit out of my depth here what to do, and this is only when we're dry and not freezing anymore. The forge. The forge symbol. So reverse the tree. No. So that symbol here looked... Oh, metal. Ah. I'm not going away. They don't have to like me. Now I can unpause. That was a bit puzzly. I need a place to warm up. Eventually the other patrons unbend enough sufficiently to let me buy them a pint and let me listen to them complain about the weather. I'll find a warmer welcome here next time. Yay. The Sweetbones has been the public house in Brankrook since Cromwell's time. Its history is notable, its beer is not. Guests looking for discreet employment or for discreet assistance congregate in the snug. I'm still freezing. Memory solace. Do we really need to... That's for an odd job. I forgot to pause again. Yeah, it is. It is. And I think it's also really an interesting game, but I'm struggling with the fact that I have to click every card, remember the symbols, and then click on the place I want to go and remember the symbols. Right. So if I go to the post office and show them the book, it has to dry off. So that's a bit too tedious for me. It has to have all these aspects, okay? They let me drip on the flagstone even if I don't buy beer. This might help. That's what I wanted to do anyway. And increase the speed or lower it. Okay, our health is back. Well, that's good. Okay, now I need to consider this memory. Reflect, appreciate, catalog. Art, and the blue thing, and the starfish, okay? What's with the midwives? Blue thing goes there. Miss Killy? I don't know. The midwife is tall and gloomy. Her husband, the undertaker, is slight and wry. In these troubled times, both are wary of strangers. And marked introduction. Okay, that's the introduction that you need. Okay, I see. Same here. Readable journal type of thing, but it can't be soaked. Introduction as well. So it's going to come down to me looking for a job here, isn't it? Tuppence will buy me a hearty meal and a quiet place where I can rest and gather my thoughts. Tuppence. Okay, you can just... I can't pay, so I get no beer. But I can still put it in there. That's currency. Yeah. And that's the human soul. Okay. What the hell do I do with that? I don't have this. Sundries. Oh! That is the blacksmith. Oh, I didn't click and read on it. Okay. Shelter! Shelter! No? Shelter! What? You here now? Yes. Not all cards, not all objects. I feel like this should go there, but... Denzel sets about stoking the fire. He will never surpass his father and he's no longer a soldier, but he still has his craft. A smoky room. He doesn't smile when he welcomes you in, but that's only because he's Denzel. So we can't take a nap there. So I'm always welcome at Danzel's Smithy. We'll offer help for free as a friend. Okay. Get his assistance, which is a usable card, has double forge, an edge, an introduction, and counts as assistance. Okay. Now this changed. Revelation. I can't consider the fear nor the other things. Hey Helith, welcome. It's in a bit of a rough shape user interface wise, but I think the premise is good. I did play some Cultist Simulator, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. The thing I'm struggling a bit with is that you don't get a mouse over with the symbols per card, so I can't easily compare, say, the post office, and then I would like to mouse over a card and see if that's the card I'm looking for. Instead, I have to click on the card, which replaces this, right? And that's kind of bugging me a bit at the moment. I guess it gets better with time because you start remembering things, but since the objects are also changing a lot, I find that a bit hard to use if you want to look at it like that. But yeah, I mean, oh, I forgot to put the timer on, but I think I had a look for like, normally I'd take 1 hour maximum per game. So I think I checked it out for like 15 minutes maybe. Maybe, yeah, maybe 20. So I can't really tell a lot yet. Obviously the similarities to Cultist Simulator are mostly in how the cards work. Cultist Simulator was a bit of different, thing, and I haven't really grasped the concept of this here yet. But that's not a problem, really. That's cool. Things to discover still. Now, he could introduce me to someone, right? I could use him to get an introduction to the post office, maybe, because they might have something for me, it said. Yeah. But, you know, user interface issues and similar things like that are obviously always to be expected in an early demo. And they are well, not the easiest to fix, but they are easy to fix. Not the easiest, but it's definitely possible because they are clearly visible, as opposed to some glitches and bugs that are kind of hard to track down and can stick with the game way after being finished. So I'm pretty confident that it will become better over time. You did say you're a fan of this game, right? What's your favorite thing that this game does? If you had to pick one thing this game does, what's your favorite? I'm trying to. The writing and the origins. Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing. And thanks for the follow. That's so nice. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Yeah. The writing Obviously, I haven't read that much yet, but I also skipped a crucial bit earlier. That would have been nice if you know, if you get a feedback text that you can't just accidentally skip it by clicking somewhere. Well, if I call it feedback text, you know, text that happens when you resolve a combination. I accidentally clicked away, and it was kind of the important bit, I think. But yeah, talking about the text, you really need to read the hints in the game, or the goings on if you click on something, and if you use a slot with the card, you need to read what happens, because there's a lot of information there that you need. It seems like there's a lot going on here about the history and the background in this town, and then there's me with memories lost. I only remember that I know Denzel, and I sort of shipwrecked here. So the story starts out very interesting. Not very unique, I guess, but as far as shipwrecked scenarios go, this is a good one. And the mix of the graphic style, the atmospheric, the low-key atmospheric ambient sounds, they fit very well with the writing. Like, it's slowly building its pieces, and then it becomes a full-fledged story at some point, and you are in the middle of it, right? That's pretty cool. And it's the same in Cultist Simulator for me. I found it a bit odd with the timings. In Cultist Simulator, it was more obvious that it was a core part of the game. Here, it's a bit of the low key. I think this had a timer earlier where it says freezing before it said something else. Drenched, I think. It would be nice if the timer would show up above the card so that you're aware that this card has a timer. I'm not sure if I had to click on it, but I didn't see it at first glance. So that was a bit weird. Oh yeah, you can fold these out. Oh, alright. Yeah, they still overlap here. Memories, I think it says here. Yeah, and then... Oh, I can move them. Ah, that would be so nice if they would do that on their own. The elements of the soul. Yeah. Exactly. But, you know, if we put the UI in the background, this is a very solid start for a cool exploration narrative mix with card mechanics and wisdoms, which we will find out about later. But yeah, the style is certainly cool. I should be able to open this now. By the by, I want to try that still before. Is it still drenched? It's still drenched. So this doesn't fit. Fatigue probably means I can't use it now. Yeah. But I can use health. I'm always welcome at Denzel Smithy. Nectar. Gale. Alright, so let's get introduced. Oh, they are not using an introduction. Okay, so here. Lantern. Oh, okay, the introduction needs to be specific. His introduction is of this variety. Oh. Oh, I see. What about the thing here? Right, then I can use this assistance to go over here. Yeah. Repair the bridge. Yeah, obviously. Okay. Yeah, should have thought about that. Exploring the house. The local blacksmith can defeat the door. The The rector probably has a spare key and the midwife knows how to jiggle the latch on the back door. Okay, so I've got options. Yeah. Yeah, that sorts them up there. Right. Now, I used the smith's assistance to rebuild the bridge. Hush House has been many things over the centuries, including in the nocturnal period of 1896 to 1932, a gale. Gale? Probably not pronouncing that right. No one remembers that period fondly, but at least it meant nocturnal bridge paid for a new bridge. Nocturnal branch paid for a new bridge. Sorry. Can't read anymore. Old spelling of jail. Jail. Yeah, okay, jail. Jail. Yeah, makes sense. I can see how the transfer of the vowels happened here. Jail. Funky. From, is that Old English then? It probably is. Cool. Yeah, right? It should be. I'm gonna ask for help. Now I fatigued my elements of the soul. Mostly because I didn't figure out what to do with these. Revelations. Right? They don't go here. Ooh, night has fallen. Ooh. Okay. This is where we want to be. The Keeper's Lodge. Ah, there we go. 500 years, in the times we call baronial, curia, nocturnal, there was always a keeper to watch the ways, weed the gardens, mend the roof when the sun was shining. There is no keeper now, but the lodge's roof still weathers the storm of Brancruck Bay. We can zoom in this far. Now we know why. Traveling at Night, Volume 1. Ooh, my memory's vanished. Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Oh, I can move them around. Okay. You put that there. And I can move the skull around as well. And I have recovered my... That's the bed. I've recovered my health and metal. A fractured mirror. This is also an interactable thingy, but I can't really... I can put the book to bed. I kind of want to put it next to the fireplace so that it can dry up. But now it's gone. I can put me in bed and refresh myself. Now the book's stuck. I can't get it back. Okay. Yeah, that was an interesting coincidence there. Entering this room will end the demo. That's all for now. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's obviously not an intended behavior. Yeah, no journal for me. But that's all right. We saw enough to get an idea of what this game is about, and it's about pressing space at the appointed moments to not lose time. And apart from that, it's about exploration and puzzling and enjoying the story and the mystery that unfolds here. And that's pretty good for what it is. It is mostly what I expected it to be. And I'm going to check back on this in half a year, maybe. See if it is already cooking to be finished soon, or if it's going to take some more time, which could be. Depends a bit on how far the story has been finished up, or if it's still in the making. But definitely promising. And yeah. Exactly. If you have not played Cultist Sim, this demo will probably put you off more than it should because of the user interface issues, depending on your patience. But then again, someone looking for a first-person shooter is not going to check this out anyway. So I guess it's fine. Fill around a bit with it, see what it does. You quickly get a grasp of the consider, and then you see what you can consider, and then you check, okay, can I consider my health? Maybe. Always maybe. So yeah, we'll see if it pops up nicely or not. And this is where I will have to stop for today, because there's an early rise for me tomorrow. Bit of a busy day, but I will stream some more tomorrow. We have quite some more games to check out. We did only make it past game 4 today, and Next Fest is running till Sunday, right? So we'll have a lot more time to check out the other games, and my list is not limited to the ones you see in that link. It goes a lot further than that, sadly, so we'll have to check out way more games. I'll be back tomorrow around 5-6 p.m. again with Stack Gun Heroes, which is a mix of first-person shooter, power defense, gun crafting, and some other interesting elements that someone put together. And hopefully it's an interesting game. We'll see. It's a demo, so it could be, could go both